Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fleet Fumbles Railroader. Yes. Once again, we're back as me and Poseidon attempt to push this freight consist into the yard. Two men pushing against the world. It's Shift R, isn't it? Same thing you do to derail them is how you push them. Shift doing it. Keep doing it. Push faster. Go, 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 go. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Oh, I glitched into it.
Two blokes are pushing four freight cars. Go! Yes, the power! Okay, it's clear.
Perfect.
Did not do too bad, did we?
Yep.
And the picture was taken here that Sea Dodders did. I probably should put that up on Twitch at some point.
Yeah.
Yep, there's Timu in the chat. Love to see it. And now I just wait for the rest of the ops crew to show up. Basically. That is what we're waiting for. Everything is live as it should be.
Quickly teleport around, see what there is to do.
I didn't forget my own server's ping, did I? Oh, yes, I did. Whoops, that's on me. Never mind. 2 minutes late, it's alright, no one's... Right. But yeah, so, we're absolutely it. What field of view settings are you using? I don't know, I adjust mine manually to whatever I feel like I need using the scroll wheel. Whatever feels right for me on any particular day. It varies. I don't really set. I don't have a fixed field of view. I adjust it depending on what I want and how far into the distance I want to see. Basically.
Oh, it looks like I got to run those logs up to Walker, or well, the empty log cars up to Walker.
Oh really? Could you put number 7 back in the shed? I'll handle the Walker logs.
Number 7.
Yeah, number 7 back in
We're
the
7
shed.
at the moment.
Literally at the interchange. We were just. She was just we were just moving her.
Oh, I was already teleported back to Christ. I'll grab 7.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, just turn her and put her back in Dillsborough shed, ready for the next day's work she might have to do. Everything is just too wide. Ah, let me have a look. My field of view is 40 and my alternate is 80, whatever that means. That's the one I use. But I've not changed it since the start of the game. Get off the tender. I've got enough for run up the Walker branch. Don't think I need to take any coal or water. No, I don't think I do. Right, here we go. Climb back into the cab. Right a bit, left a bit, there we go. There we go. Since I'm passing, I suppose I can take a bit of coal and water. I got old number 3, one of the first 2 engines we had. Very nice indeed. There should be... Oh god! Oh yeah, that's right! The westbound freight! I forgot about that!
Yep.
In that case, then number 3 can wait where she is. I need to get that highballing west. Steady. Take us on a little bit of coal. How are they for coal and water? Actually, we'll leave that there for now. Right. I'll do this the old-fashioned way. Clamber out of the cab, and I will run over to those 2 locomotives. I got DFR number 6. I don't know why their handbrakes are on, but they are. They should not be. And one thing in this consist does not have its things hooked up. You. Right. I got airline hooked in. Right. Let's head up to... Yeah, if I do it that way, that'll work. Because then I can be facing the right way for the return run. That works. I can do that. Right, once you put number 7 away, do whatever work needs doing around Bryson.
Okay.
Hey, it's been a while since I've been at the throttle of number 6 and number 5. Been a long time. Not taking these girls out on a freight in a very, very long time. There we go, nice and easy, roll it on. Yeah, it can be a bit weird. You've got to find your whole thing when it comes to Railroader. There will be a field of view that works for you, but you've just got to fiddle with it until you get it right. There we go. Just come out of the yard. Once we hit the main, I can open her up, but don't want to exceed 20 coming out of the yard. There we go. I might have to have the interchange serviced just to clear room for the rest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have the interchange serviced just because otherwise we are not gonna have room for westbound traffic. Not with the coal train I'm expecting from Robinson's Gap later today. I just will not have the space. There we go, the Bryson grade. Six and five weren't usually meant to operate together, but they've become the third mainline freight power operating as a pair. Ah, excellent. I don't see anyone in BC. There we go. Oh yeah, stonking up the grades, no problems at all. 1% grade, that's about... That's about 1 in 80. It's steepish, but it's not stupidly steep. There we go. Now the girls are digging in. I mean, this is the first time we've had an eastbound loading in a very long time. The last time we had a loaded train eastbound like this was when we were serving, oh, what was it? We were serving, the... Oh, well, basically, it was every time we have a track train. Every time we run a track train, we basically have... We actually have weight to lift up the grade from Bryson. There we go. Ah, there we go. The girls have just settled into a rhythm now, they're fine. There we go. Nice and easy. Because it eases off, yeah, it eases off after the bridge. Then we start gaining, gaining traction again. There we go. I do like 6 and 5. Good general purpose workhorses, the pair of them. So we're on phase 2 and 3. There we go, that's it. Come on, work it. There you go, girls, that's it. Oh, grade's back up to 1.2, that's fine. Just keep it in this gear and we'll just slog on through. That's it, keep them going. Just power it on through. Okay. How you doing? You've just finished putting number 7 away, haven't you, Poseidon?
Yep, I'm grabbing 3 right now.
Beautiful, beautiful. Get on the job.
And I'll tuck the 2 cars away, and then I'll run the log, or the empty log cars up to Walker.
Yep. There we go. I do love number 5 and number 6. They were our first heavy freight engines. I know it's weird now that we've got things like number 10 and number 90, but when the railway was smaller and the trains smaller, these were head-end freight power. I mean, they still are, just as a pair. Making good progress. Ah, Timu says Roger. Roger, Roger, Timu. Roger, Roger. There we go. There we go, just crested the hardest part of the climb at 16 miles an hour. Nice and easy. Got over the grade with not too much in the way of troubles. Just headed towards Alarka now. I've got a car to drop off at Alarka. Oh, sugar. That's a minor problem. Ooh. Actually, scratch that. I need you to do something for me.
Whoa. One of these log cars, I think, has a hot box, and it's just sitting here.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Look, it's just sitting there in the yard of Bryson on fire.
Luckily,
I don't know how that happened.
Luckily, it's one of our own.
Like that earlier.
Luckily, it's one of our own cars. So just take it out of traffic and put it to one side.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, before you do,
yeah.
by the way, before you do that, I need you to take number 1 and move her to one side quickly at Alarka Junction. Just put her into one of the sidings ahead of where she currently is. So I'm coming up behind her fast, and I will need to use the track that she's on.
Yeah, I got you.
There we go. This is like having CTC. But not quite. It's fairly quiet on the railroad today. Not got many other drivers. Not got many other operating staff today.
clear.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Oh, well, gained a little bit of speed through Hemingway. While I'm passing through, I may as well check Robinson Gap real quick. See how the mines are filling up. Coal hopper filling at Robinson Gap is not going that well. Come on. Shove it up. There we go. I do love that sound when it ripples back through the coupled cars. Lovely. There we go. That was a lovely smooth drop. Conducted without breaking a sweat. Lovely. Right. Off we go. Back down towards Nantahala and the delivery of this load. Ooh, the There we go. Sliding back through the Y now, nice and easy. I think number one has those passengers to get moving. So I'll have her collect that freight, that single fuel hopper, put it on the end of her train. She's going to a locker anyway, and she's there, so she may as well take that up as part of a mixed consist. Let me just check the. Yep, we're not set for Robinson Gap coal mines. Good, 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 good. There we go. Throw that switch. And then back we come. Rolling back. Nice and easy. No problems at all. Just put the air in a bit, keep the train under control. And all will be well. Lovely. There we go. Who's that? Poseidon, is that you running around my train?
No,
Who's that then?
the Rune von Bismarck. I don't know. I don't know.
Name sounds familiar, but I can't recall
Yeah.
where from. Well, I suppose he must have just found our server on accident. Guess the password, I suppose. Then again, I have said, well, they have to guess. I could have, told them that I could have. I say the password often enough whenever I'm running these streams. People who want to get in, so it's kind of my own fault in a way.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine as long
He
as
was sitting in. It was on number 3 for a bit. And then he moved up to you.
Let me just make sure that they can't do anything silly. There we go. Just in case, because I'm not sure who they are. Might be somebody I know, but not sure.
Yeah.
They're not in a VC here in the dry dock or in my server, so I don't know who they are. So, playing it safe. It is nice just drifting down grade towards Nantahala.
That's a bit of lag.
A little bit of lag.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Rolling down the grade. Yeah, there's a 30-mile-an-hour restriction past Brooks. But otherwise we're fine. There we go. Just peg the brakes to keep us at about 30. As we roll through Brooks.
I'm not able to move right now. But I can put the handbrake on.
Why can't you move?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
No brake. Well, no train brake. Independence at 0. Throttle's at 100%, minus 55 on the reverser. I should be going backwards, but
Let
I'm
me.
not going anywhere.
I've got the brakes on to hold this train in place. Let me check.
Oh, there's no way out. I was
you're,
going fast enough to derail.
your your independent brakes full on.
It's not on my screen. Oh, it cycled. Oh, I didn't even notice that. It's too early in the morning, fleet.
Fair enough. There we go. And just up the brakes a tiny bit to keep us at 30 miles an hour as we go downhill. Lovely. And then that's the last area of signal control. As we continue to drift downhill. And into the 30 section. Lovely, keeping it nice and controlled. As we drift down grade. There we go, keep it nice and steady. Let's see what the chat are saying, shall we? Oh, nope. Timu has said plus. Fleet says he's a member in your server and Drax server plus Alex Clark's. Oh, well, fair enough. Not in VC and Drax server, though, which is a bit weird. There we go. Nice and easy, round the corner. I'll let the brakes off, let it roll for a bit. I think we're clear of the 30. Oh, not quite yet, but I can let it roll for a bit. We're only doing 26. Time is also money. There we go, let it roll. And then once we pass Almond, we've got the long slog all the way to Nantahala. And we'll pass number 4 and slot those cars into the place they belong. And these engines can take the air a little bit. That's it, keep the train under control. That's it, keep it steady. That's it, nice and easy. Keep it under control. Just let it roll. Nice and easy, burning no coal, using no water. Just nice and easy, rolling it back. Lovely. Don't know why the trains are squealing. We're well below the limit. There we go. Now we're past the 30 limit anyway. Lovely.
I just felt like screaming.
Yeah, we do get a bit of flange squeal every now and then, but a little, probably more than we should if I'm perfectly honest with you. There we go. Open up the regulator a bit, because time is money. There we go, move it on, move it on, move it on. Lovely. That's it, put the brakes on a bit, keep it Keep it at about 35. There we go. That's it. Nice and easy. Drifting downgrade. I do like how there are plenty of short passing loops. Basically, you can tell that's where those passing loops are basically just for passenger trains and short freights to take the hold so that drags can go past.
Yep.
Because you can't fit a Robertson Gap coal train in there. Just no way.
No. No. Coal train gets priority.
Yeah. Or whoever's
Like,
longest.
yeah. It's like CN Rail up here. The gaps are only long enough technically for the
Yeah.
short stuff and the
Yeah.
passenger, or the via rail.
Yeah. Oh, I assume that's you setting aside the broken car for later, repair.
Yeah, that one that's just
Yeah, just put it to one side. It's
alone.
fine. Yeah, just put it to one side. We can deal with it later.
Yep. I want to get rid of the Bryson team and the Appalachian Woods here real quick.
Oh yeah, sort them out as well.
Yep.
Actually, no. Leave those because they can wait. Number one has passengers that need to be delivered to Cochrane and Alaka. If you could do that first, please, because passengers have much shorter, wait times.
Right.
But also, don't forget to pick up the fuel tanker that's at Alaka Junction. Just slap it on the end of your passenger train and drag it up to Alaka. And then I'll deal with that later. Oh, because I was just thinking, I was going to let you do the Bryson work first, but then I realised, no, those passengers need to be moved now. Otherwise, our reputation's going to go way down.
Okay.
There we go. And that is the final curve to the bridge over that bit of the lake. Lovely. Lovely. You love to see it. Oh, water hatch is open. There we go. I think, are we on an upgrade? I don't know. No, we're not. We're not on an upgrade, so I can just leave the throttles down a bit and we can just coast quite nicely. In fact, I'll just put it on AI road. Just for now. Ah, there we go. Just passing through Almond. Lovely jubbly. I'll just take back manual control. There we go. Keep it steady. Back we come. AE Road. What is that? I don't. Well, it's on any locomotive you have. If you click where it says manual, and you can have. AE stands for AI Engineer, and they enable the AI to run the train for you. There we go. We're making good time now. It's a very long part of the network, this. There we go.
Some of these passengers are for parking.
Yeah.
I'll stop there.
Well, yeah. it's the Alaka shuttle.
Just make them walk. Dump out while we're going by.
Nah. Because there might also be people at Cochrane who want to go to Alaka. There we go. We really are making good time now. And these two trains can form the locomotives for the return. This part of the network wasn't originally in the game, by the way. They added it. Can't remember when they decided to do it, but it was in one of their announcement things they did on YouTube. I'll have to go look it up. But yeah, it was something that they added, actually, as... Oh, that's the 30 limit. That is the 30 limit right there. That snuck up on me a little too quick.
Squeeze on the brake a little bit.
It's alright, we're fine. There we go, we're alright, we're alright, we're alright now. There we go, we're alright. That's just one or two 30-mile-an-hour curves. Yeah, because this is the reservoir that was created. And it actually flooded part of the original track bed.
All planned out.
Well, yeah. The real, like, it's like in most construction projects with for hydroelectric works. The railways that were diverted were given funding to build and help to build a new alignment. There we go. And then we'll accelerate the train again. Aye, good, Timu, you've got it. Fantastic, well done.
Alright, how do I kick the passengers up?
Just stop and they get off.
Oh, okay.
Then make sure everyone, and then make sure everyone's aboard before you depart. And once there's no one waiting in the station building, off you go.
Alright.
There we go. Running it back. Lovely. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Huh? Not many people around for the Railroader stream tonight. Oh yeah, Timo, yeah, absolutely is handy for playing it. That's what it's there for. There we go. Right, let me have a look. So, S23 switcher could be used. Could put number 5 on as the first banker that we have. A logging Mikado could work. A diesel for the Nantahala branch could work. Ah, that's the Parks and Services wagon, I think. Yeah, it is. And drifting through Wesser quite nicely. Yeah, I'm probably going to buy some Palace cars and some Palace observations.
You don't want to take another 10 grand out of the law?
No, as in, like, it's something I will do eventually. Like, as the server grows, I plan to actually have cabooses and actual crews for the server, but that's going to come later, like much later. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh, okay. That's a gradient.
Yeah.
Yeah, just after Wesser. Okay, there's a gradient there.
Yeah, there is. Didn't mind it.
Yeah, that. I don't remember that. Okay, that is actually a grade.
Yep.
Okay, guess we're digging in.
Steady over.
Yeah, 1.4%. Okay, that is actually a fair grade. Yeah. I was not expecting there to be a grade, but there is. Never mind. Dig in. I mean, I drove this section a while ago. But
yeah.
for the life of me, I don't remember there being a gradient here. There is.
I would noticed it when I ran 5 and 6 down there the one time when we had that hot box along the way.
Yeah, the first set of things for Nantahala. The first set of construction, the first construction train.
Yep.
There we go. Cabooses don't do anything, Timu. They just are there for appearances. How do you check the gradient? With your mouse cursor, make sure you're close to the track like this with the camera. Press left slash and then shift. And eventually, if you get your mouse cursor in the right place and are close enough to the track, you'll get a reading on the curvature of the track and the gradient. There we go. Final stretch now. On our way to Nantahala. First time in a while I've done some long distance running. There we go. Ah, excellent steak. Good to see you. Well done. Welcome, welcome. We need the hands.
Yeah, sorry, I was just having to disable all my mods.
So yep, same thing as usual, steak. You were doing it last time. Keep doing it. Number 1. Yeah. So yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, number 1 is just being run by Poseidon. But once that's done, take number 11 and put the tank car on the back away, and then keep doing, you know, the whole Alarka to Bryson shuttle passenger service.
Alright, now I'm gonna start working up.
Run after the train, stay quick! Run! Run after it! Run! Run after the train! The tank car you want is on the back of number 1's train, so you'll have to wait for it to stop.
Yeah, let's see where it needs to go to.
Where the other fuel car is at the moment.
Just to look graded. Yeah, there's a steady grade from not a steep one, but there is a steady grade from it starts at 1.4% at west, and then it eases out just as you approach milepost 82 to 0.6%.
You think you can get the oil car just past that switch you're rolling over right now, Poseidon?
Yeah.
So I can just go and pull it straight off the back without any path.
There we go, rolling back, nice and easy.
Make sure all the switches are nice and set.
Yeah, nice to have Timu in the chat. Always nice to have Timu knocking around. Always happy to help with his railroader knowledge. Nice and curvy up this valley here. And then just all the curves. It's just all the curves all the way up. I think it's is it? Is there still a grade on this section
Is
of the
one
track?
good on water and coal?
Check that.
Not sure. Yeah, it's all on a grade.
It's about half water. I recommend you go and put some water.
No, that's yours. I'm back on 3.
Yeah, he's doing work down in Bryson. It's all your the Alarka branch is all yours for now.
Alright, let me go handbrake some stuff then. Can't handbrake the locomotive because I'll need to go roll you about.
You never need to handbrake a locomotive. Just use the loco's independent brake. That's
why I turned off the handbrake, because Poseidon had turned it on.
Oh, Poseidon.
Well, I put the independent on 100%, and then I threw the handbrake on because sometimes server latency.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
And that's there. And that's the. You can really see how Red Marble just digs its teeth in. Yeah, I mean, good lord, 3.5% grade. I mean, it really does. Yeah, these locos will need water when they get to Nantahala. That's fine though, we're nearly there. They've got enough water and enough coal to get there.
And just waypoint 1 just can be working while I'm moving this way.
Yeah, just continue to slog our way up to Nantahala. 6 and 5 are just. I've got the throttles wide open and cut off at about minus 35, and it's just getting the train upgrade at 25 miles an hour. There we go. There we go, that's it. There we go. Following the river, stonking up the hill. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, and while that train's just stonking up grade, so yep, through there without so much as a cat by your leave. Nothing there is. Oh, good. More money.
Alright. We will
Okay, so
wait
that's all
for
that.
number 1 to clear through there.
Then stop for water as we come into Nantahala. Drop those off there. We can take coal from the coal loader. Then up here are all the industries we are serving in Nantahala. So that is not done yet. The lumber company's not loaded it. Debris and yeah, debris and the mining
3.8
supplies are
tons of
not
coal is
yet
fine.
done. I don't know if that's a construction project or what. But I don't think we'll have any westbound loads from Nantahala today apart from this set of cars that I'm just working upgrade.
3.8 tons of coal should be fine.
Yeah, you can refuel down in Bryson anyway.
The coal chute up here has just shy of 50 tons of coal, so
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned either way. Just down below a half tank of water is a bit concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, which end of the consist do I connect to?
If you're doing the Alarka to Bryson shuttle, you run around your train. So you're on whatever end of the train you're going with. So if you're running downhill, you're downhill of the train. You're running uphill, you're uphill of the train. You only don't run around as if you're doing the connecting service to the mainline passenger train. At that point, you stay on the Alarka end of the train. You let it roll downhill, shoving it, and then you pull back hill to Alarka when you're done with the connection. Yeah, I'll have to oil up this train once it arrives in Nantahala. Shouldn't be long now. It's a long run out to Nantahala, isn't it? It's a very long run.
It is. It's an adventure.
Eh.
Alright, let's get passengers configured. We go. Double check since we're in the shuttle.
Good stuff. Yeah, then the gradient steepens on the final approach to Nantahala. I can see the water tower over the hill. There we go. Finally arriving at Nantahala.
All of 3 people.
Yeah, well,
I'm tempted to wait just a bit longer because I feel awkward just moving 3 people and
no,
3 passenger cars.
No, it's fine. The whole thing is that we're supposed to be running it as a shuttle. You go with however many people you've got.
Oh, server, stop that.
There we go, a bit more. And stop. Fill it up with water.
Alright, I should go hop on the Pacific physically. I will say, I had forgotten about this. Until I noticed the ping. Because I'd originally been planning to go test out the 060 Camelback.
Well, that's good. More money means more money, which is what we want. Yeah, it's thirsty work actually coming all the way over the hump to Nantahala. Then slogging up that grade from Weezer.
Yeah, I've not quite hit Red Marble, because that's through Topton. That is just...
We're literally at the bottom of it. That's where Nantahala is.
Topton is, I think, at the top of it.
No, it ain't. Top of it's Andrews.
Is it?
Yep.
I don't have a good
Red Marble is
mental map of the
Red Marble is
grade
like a
map off
10 Red Marble is like a 10-mile slog.
I don't have a good grade map off the top of my head of it. I've never gotten out there.
There we go. Taking on water. Gotta do it. Gotta take on that water. Ding dong. Oh, I love the bells. Love it. Love it.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm a simple man. I like simple things.
He's the simple-minded. Man, these leg spikes are a journey.
There we go. And there's good old Thunderbird. At the head of what was the westbound train, which I believe westbound is the Drakenifel and eastbound is the Fleet of Oceans. Train number 1 and 2 respectively.
3 should be stopping on your end, right, Fleet?
3 is stopped for me.
Good. That's a good thing.
There we go. I'm drifting back through to the...
Okay.
Here we go, and we're about to drop these cars off at the trackside.
Okay.
Beautiful.
With 3 stop, I'm going to quickly disconnect and reconnect, and maybe it'll catch up.
Not a bad idea, that.
How long is 3 gonna be stopped in Bryson?
What do you mean?
I'm on the side. You're okay.
I know, I'm not sure if anything else is gonna be attempting to pass through the Bryson area during the shuttle run, so...
No, you're fine. Besides, you've got you've got right away anyway.
Oh my god. What is wrong? There we go.
I'm just trying to make sure I won't block the line for anyone else.
You're
No,
fine.
you won't.
Besides, you have right away anyway. You don't have to care. And also, just check your map. Now work on the job site can begin.
Excitement.
Yep. Yep. There we go. Nice and easy. That's it. Bring it back nice and steady.
The caves in Railroad are just... Welcome to Void.
Yeah, occasionally that just happens. Welcome to the Void. Population? You.
You and everyone else on this train.
And refill the tender.
I'm thinking I will refill one's tender when it hits 3.5 tons of coal.
Fair enough. You're driving it, it's up to you. And that means number 5
Depending on where I hit 3.5 tons, it may be a while before I can actually get coal.
I wouldn't worry as much about it as you actually are. It's honestly fine. Just refill it when you want to refill it. It's not as deep as you're making it out to be. And good.
Right, let's see if anyone at Cochrane wants to take the shuttle.
Whoa!
Well,
What the fuck is number 5 doing? Why is she... What the hell?
Hmm.
What the heck, number 5? What was that all about?
was it having a moment?
Seems like it,
Something.
yeah.
Something
That
had
was
a moment.
that was weird. That was very weird. Never mind, that fixed itself. That was bizarre. Game itself had a moment there. Yeah, never mind, we're taking coal. The decision to move this coal hopper out to Nantahala was a very good one. Put the coal in the tender of the locomotive. Say I, oh. Hey. Yeah, number
I'll get
4's.
drunk to that.
It's in the budget. Hey. There we go. So now they're taking coal and water. I am just gonna take a quick bio break. Back in a tick.
And away we go. So nice. Clearing the log cars out of the way for you. So you'll have literally nothing in your way when you're doing your shuttle runs.
Hmm.
I'm back from my break. Nothing's derailed. Gremlins. Yes, Timu.
Nope.
Gremlins indeed. Okay, so 6 and 5, I'm happy where they are. Work is proceeding at the Nantahala track site. There was something I wanted to do. What was it? Oh, right, that's I remember now. Number 90. Okay, so now that I'm here, just 5 coal. Oh, they've not run out of mining supplies, have they? Not yet. Strange, actually.
The logs minus the one hot box is on the way up to Walker Lower.
That's good. Tell me when you've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, hello. There's the downhill passenger train. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to go to Bryson. That's weird, isn't it?
Mhm. Nice so far.
Let me just check a Larker Junction. Yeah, no, there you go. Why are there people wanting to go to Sylvia?
It's a station.
What? Yeah, but
Place.
there should be no one. No one should be expecting a train to there. No one should be expecting a train.
They will
No.
start accumulating anyways.
Not without schedules, and we don't have schedules.
No, as in throughout the day they will just appear at the station saying, "Hey, can you take me to X location?" Halfway
No,
across the map.
they don't. Not without schedules. They only do that if you have schedules, or if they're expecting a train.
Yeah, and they're expecting a train all throughout the day.
No, as
Don't
in
try and explain it. It's just how
no,
it's said out.
no, it isn't. That's not right. What you've said is just wrong. If you don't have schedules, passengers only appear if there's a train going to where they want to go. No train on the network right now is going to Sylvia or Whittier, so they shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Every station on this route has had people asking to go to at least Ella, Whittier, or Dillsborough.
That's not how it works.
All
Unless you've made a mistake and put those stations on your
No.
manifest.
Nope, they're not on my manifest. I've only got Bryson Hemingway checked right now.
Hold on.
They
Oh,
just
okay.
on at the station.
Okay, that's not how it used to work.
That's how it's worked for the entire time I've played.
Nope, that's not been the thing. Passengers have only been there when trains have been expected to be run. That changes things dramatically. Doggo is fine. I am actually just going to check the Railroader update because that's new.
It's been that way since at least before the last experimental, because that's when I finally started playing.
Nope, I'm telling you, mate, that's not been the way it's been. I am absolutely certain of that. It wasn't like that last week. Right. That complicates things.
Yeah.
That massively complicates things. Right. Okay. Yeah, that massively complicates things compared to what I normally do. Right. Okay, so I've got to make a lightning fast run with the passenger train and hoover up all those passengers, which I wouldn't normally do until much later. But
there has not been an update since March.
yeah, well,
This is not a recent change.
No, this is a recent change. It wasn't like that last week.
Fleet, how many times have you looked at a station when you've not been doing a passenger run?
A lot. A heck
How many
of a
times
lot.
have you hovered over it and said, "We have passengers waiting"? Because they always have passengers waiting.
No, they don't. I keep telling you this.
it weren't for the fact that it'd take me like 5 minutes to set up, I'd go pull up my current game, hover over a station at nowhere near a station's run
No, I
time,
can see
and there would be
them.
passengers
I
there.
can see them all over the map. But I'm telling you for a fact, and I know this, it wasn't like that last week.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It's been like that for as long as I have played.
I am
They are always waiting for trains.
I am telling you this. That is not the case. I've been playing this game for longer than you. I know the ropes. And trust me when I say this has not been a thing.
It was probably not the thing when you started playing,
It's not been a thing.
but
It's
since
not.
at least update 20...
I am
yeah,
telling
since at
you
least
this for a
update
fact. It
2024
wasn't a thing last week, and I will accept no argument.
It's been at least that way since
What part
2024
of it wasn't a thing do you not understand? I would know.
And I'm telling you, it's been a thing since at least
And
when I
I'm
started
telling
playing
you,
regularly,
you're a
which was
raving
2024-5-3.
I'm telling you, you're a raving lunatic and don't know what you're talking about.
We're shooting back. I start breaking too late.
Timu, I'm telling you, you're wrong. You're just wrong. I don't know what you think
And we're
you
both
saw.
telling you you're wrong.
No, you're both wrong.
I like
I've been playing
turtles.
this game the longest, let me tell you. Whatever you two think you saw, you're misremembering. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I mean, it's in the game now, but it must have been added in some sort of patch
Good sir, they
since last
spawn
week.
every 5 minutes.
It's not been. I'm telling you, it's not been a thing.
For as long as I have played, they have spawned every 5 minutes.
I have been. Look. Last week, I was doing some checks around the stations while I was doing freight work. Nobody there. Tell you this categorically. I'm not Timu. I'm not wrong. I know I'm right.
Alright, go
I
up to
checked-
Cochrane then. Tell me what's up at Cochrane.
No, I can see that, but there must have been a patch between last week and this week. Because it wasn't like this last week.
There has not been a patch.
There must have been, because it wasn't like this last week. I know that.
I was the person who ran the branch last week, and let me tell you, there were people asking to go to Whittier at that station last week.
I just don't see it. It's not the way the game has been. It must be like I said, there must have been a patch. I don't remember that. I checked all the stations last week. There was nobody
been that
there.
way since at least 2024.5.3, because that's after I started playing again.
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. I know that. I checked multiple stations last week. I am sure. Either I got exceptionally unlucky, which I doubt, and I happened to catch all the stations right when there was nobody there. It's a possibility, but I would have had to have rolled
I mean,
a
if there's been a
natural.
passenger train through recently, then yes, the stations can be empty. But there are always, it's generally every 5 to 10 minutes, a group of passengers will spawn and say, "We want on." And we will tell you which way we want to go. And it don't matter which way your train's going, they'll tell you, "We want to go somewhere."
I suppose I must have just gotten really unlucky. But still, I find that really hard to believe, because it's just not the way the game has worked. I suppose I must have just gotten unlucky.
It's been the way the game has worked for as long as I've played, so...
I mean, I ran...
It doesn't help that they don't roll out patches often.
Nope.
And sometimes they do patch the game without telling people. I've watched it happen. So
Yep.
so you can understand why that would be the first thing I would jump to, because the odds of me just missing, every single, viewing multiple stations and all having them have no people with the new system was infinitesimally small. So you can understand why I dug my heels in the way I did, because, well, the option was infinitesimally small, so the more logical conclusion would be it changed from week to week. But I guess I just got unlucky. Or the rolls of probability rapidly worked against me. Well, there you are. Well, that changes the calculus on passenger operations then.
Alright, we're in there. Okay. Yeah, like that. That'll work.
Should be right, mate. Make sure I'm on the right way. There we go. Rolling down the grade now from Hemingway. Not Hemingway, sorry, Nantahala. So I need to dash this train back along the... I think everything's oiled. 89% oiled. 90%. Oh yeah, the passenger train's oiled bearings are fine. Absolutely fine. No problems at all. Okay, that does mean I need to actually... this is one of those rare occasions, and I can't believe I'm about to do this, but yeah, we're going to have to actually... I'm going to have to actually buy another engine and run a local train. Or I'm going to have to actually send put number one as local passenger power and buy some new coaches. Because if that's the way things are, we need a regular passenger train. Can't just be the express each way. There needs to be a regular passenger train as well.
Yep. Okay, I have a
Flavor are you
yellow.
looking at buying?
Time to start slowing down for the restricting aspect.
What I'll probably do is I'll take number one off the shuttle service on the branch, and I will buy her 5 passenger coaches, and she can be the local passenger train that runs basically all the time along the entire length of the line. And then number 11 can retain her 3 passenger coaches as the Alaka branch train. Which basically only runs to connect with the mainline train at Alaka Junction. And that's basically it. No wonder my passenger rep's in the toilet.
Yeah, if you don't serve every single station every day,
wait, no.
And you also need to keep
no.
carriage condition good.
Oh no, sorry, it's not my network rep that's the problem. Actually, it's Operation Safe that's the problem. But I've been missing out on so much revenue, and I didn't even realise. my network rep is fine, but I've been missing out on so much revenue, and I didn't even realise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the more you know.
Even just running two services, one each way every day, between just Whittier and Ella, you can make like 240 a day.
Yeah, I mean,
or
like
you
I
can
say,
make 240 per trip, and that's like nearly 500 a day.
What I really need is the server to actually go up in terms of the amount of people we have on the regular. Basically down to the fact that I need one dedicated person running the passenger train. Or a passenger train, I should say. Which will just be the local. Train 3 and Train 4, the westbound and eastbound local. There we go. She's running fine now. Look at that. Okay, put a bit of the brakes on number 4. There we go. Release the brake shoes a bit. Let her roll.
Jesus Christ! Okay. they really wanted these logs.
Wow. They nearly filled up again.
There's already a whole set of logs on them, and I haven't even dropped off. Like, not full, but like 1 of 3, and I
Just
haven't even detached from the other half of it.
do me a solid. What state's number 7 in?
I don't know.
Correct.
Oh, no, I think she's fine actually. Never mind.
Okay, you restricting.
I'm gonna guess. Yep, that's the 30 zone we just
Yeah.
entered. Yep. Yeah, that's the 30 zone we're just in now, I think. Oh no, we're about to enter it. And we're doing fine. Nice and easy, just rolling back. It's like operating a push-pull train. Which I suppose I technically am, it's just not, the loco's not controlled from that end of the train. But the odds of hitting anything out here are slim to none. There we go. This is the observation car of train number 2, the Fleet of Oceans. Put the brakes on a bit while we approach that corner. Just slow the train up a bit. Especially as we enter the corner. Look at how these passenger coaches are designed for curves like this. They'll be fine. I think this is the only 6-axle coach we actually have in inventory. The rest are all 4-axle. Although I had planned to buy some other Palace cars. There we go. Through Vesa. And then on our way to Almond, which is our first passenger stop. There we go. Look at that. Lovely. Now we're off the gradient, we can put the power down. There we go. Remember the first run we did out here, it was number 4 actually. With this rake of coaches. Can't remember if it was exactly this rake. Nice, it's nice that you're watching the... The problem is, Timu, I need more people on my server to actually, you know... It is a multi-server railroad, but the problem is that I need people who could be active on my server, and most of the people here are in the dry dock, but I also can't... Since most of the activity is dry dock based, I would need to dedicate people to be on that side of the server, and then to hop between it. And right now, I just don't have the numbers on the server right now. If they're, like, next week, I'm hoping that we'll have more people, like we did a couple of weeks ago, and then I can really start dividing it up. Take some people to my server, leave some people here, and then I'll hop back and forth between the 2 servers, and just leave people to get on with it with a healthy chat in both. But today, we've got a very, very small crowd. And I really can't afford to split it between 2 servers, otherwise the conversation will just die. And the stream will not be very entertaining. But if I could, I would. But unfortunately, right now, I can't. There we go.
Where's gonna be a good spot to try and run around? It's not really a good run around here, is there? It's all long.
Funnily enough, you might be better off using the actual... You need to refuel anyway. So you might be better off actually using the refueling stand and the section of the track around that, and then using the turntable. Especially since you're not turning the engine, you're just using it to
I'm
move from one
actually
track to the other.
I'm actually thinking I might push up to Hemingway and then run around at Hemingway.
Why? That would be slower than doing the whole thing I just said and being more inefficient.
Hmm. No, because I'd push the passenger cars up there, set them off there, and then run around. And
Yeah, but
like both ways are gonna take a good bit.
at that point, just run
'Cause I
up.
think there's
At that point, just push the train
You're
up
already
all the
at
way.
Bryson.
Yeah, you're at Bryson.
it's
Just do the
there.
run route.
There's less length to run around at Hemingway than there is at Bryson.
No, there isn't. If
That's
you
the big
do
thing.
what I literally just said.
All right, so I'm gonna have to run all the way back up to the head of Bryson Yard, run all the
No.
way down to the
Move over the track
crossing.
too.
No, that's
Okay.
literally not what I said.
Track 2.
What I said was you're
That might
refueling.
work.
What I said was you're refueling anyway. So why not shove your passenger cars to the on the other track to the refueling stand, the one on the other side of it,
I mean,
and then refuel.
I'm not set
and
on
then,
refueling.
But also anyway, that's also
I
still the
might
quickest
refuel.
way to. It's also still the quickest way to actually run around. Because again, you just go through the refueling stand onto the turntable, flick it onto the other track, and then boom, you're done. Takes all of 5 seconds, then you just reverse back to the passenger station and depart. Quick, easy,
We'll
simple.
see if it works out.
It will. I literally just told you what to do. I don't know how much more simpler I can make this.
You don't need to worry about traffic. Just use the space
Oh,
you need down there.
that's an observation car, Timu. Observation lounge car. They sometimes carry headlights to enable shunting. There we go, on our way to Almond now.
Oh, there's now the passenger cars are idling out like that. They could be loading.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
You better not be speeding down that branch line with number 3.
No,
Good.
no. I'm just coasting on independent.
If it's the last car in a train, it gives a 20% bonus, I think, to passenger revenue. Actually, I'll just check. Yeah, 20% bonus.
I don't like the fact that I had to leave the cars idle to do this. Because they could have
That's
been
fine.
sitting at the station, maybe picked someone up still.
Honestly, you are better off actually not having them at the station, because that adds to wait time. People, the one thing passengers hate most of all is sitting in a train, rather than sitting in a station, because they expect that train to be moving after a short time after they board. They're much happier waiting in a station for a train than they are waiting in a train.
Well, yes, but if I've got waiting at the station, if it ticks over to the next passenger or appearance point, those passengers can maybe get on the train while I'm running around.
And even if it does, they'll still be there. Even if...
Well, no. Now I've left anyone that arrived at Bryson behind. Because we're going.
Well, I don't understand. Hang on. Why would passengers at a station... I don't understand your point. I think you've said something that makes no sense. You have failed at
I'm
logic.
saying that if I leave the passenger train sitting at a station
Yes.
while I'm running around,
Yes.
if the passenger arrival tick hits, they can start boarding that train while I am running around.
Also,
rather than having to leave the station to run around, they no longer have the opportunity to board.
They will still be there and will still have the opportunity to board.
Not on this run. As you may
Why?
notice, I have left Bryson.
Well, yes, but why wouldn't you shove back to the station? Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you not... Steak, why wouldn't you shove back to the station after running round?
Why would I burn fuel to run back to the station?
To pick up more people before you leave? Because you've done your yard work to run around. You arrive, run round, board passengers, then leave. That is the correct way to do things.
You and I run passengers two very different ways.
You run them the wrong way.
I run them the way where I leave the train on the same end.
What you are doing is incorrect. It is fundamentally inefficient, wasteful, and
no, it's
incorrect.
Most of the time when I'm running passengers, I don't run around. The locomotive stays on one end, and it does not change.
Well, that's
because that saves time and fuel. Again, you and I run passengers two fundamentally different ways.
Yes, the right way and the wrong way, as I have said already.
No, there is the fleet way and my way. My way saves me fuel and time.
No, your way...
Again, I will sit on one end of the train and not move. I will just go up the line, go back down the line, up and down without moving the locomotive. That is my preferred way of doing it.
It's also wrong.
Saves movement, though.
It does from a certain perspective, but it's only really viable for short-term runs, since for most of them you would have an observation car on the train, which would therefore mean the loco would have to be on the other end of the train, and since you would have to turn the train at either end of the run, you therefore have to run round. It does work for short-term runs, like for the Alarka Junction to Alarka run, especially if you're connecting with the passenger train. It is absolutely worth doing the shuttle run, partially because you can't, mainly because you can't run round. Especially if you're connecting with the main passenger train at Alarka Junction, there will be nowhere to run round.
No, there's the Alarka yard. Or the Alarka Junction yard.
Yeah, but you'll be waiting for the passenger train and you'll have to get a move on. You won't have time to run round.
But again, it is just two fundamentally different approaches to doing passenger locomotion. One of them is...
The problem is
This is something I am obligated to do.
The problem is
The other is, this is a primary profit method.
One is wrong and breaks immersion.
This is an obligation method.
Yeah, one is wrong and breaks immersion. The other is nice and doesn't. Just
No, there were. I am reasonably certain that there were plenty of railroads that did not run around their locomotives
Timu, are you all right?
because they didn't bother to.
Timu, are you okay over there, Chief? I don't know what he's. What? What? Hazmat? What? Are you okay over there, buddy? You.
I need to go dig up the stream chat to see what he's saying.
Well, yeah, because I have no idea who that is, Timu. I have no idea who that is. We should be able to meet at a Larker Junction, and then we'll tie down for the night. For about Larker Junction, and then we'll tie down for the night.
It is just 70 or BTTV/7TV emotes.
No idea who that is.
Those are Twitch improvement systems. BTTV stands for Better Twitch TV.
Okay.
The problem is if you don't have BTTV emotes enabled, you can't see them.
You want to just leave the logs down? The hotbox logs down at Bryson off to the side, or do you want me to move it to like I said?
Are there any repair parts at Bryson?
I'm not sure.
No, there aren't.
Guess it either has to go up to Larka to repair, or
No, just leave it in Bryson Yard for now.
Okay.
It's one of the cars we use for our internal service, so it doesn't really affect. You know, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It also wasn't carrying
Shame at hotbox.
It also wasn't carrying anything when it hotboxed, so we're all right.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't hotboxed earlier.
Don't forget, folks, oil up your passenger coaches.
Yeah.
OVS
oil up
has
all cars.
BT-TV integration in 7TV too. I'll see about. Like I say, it's one of those things I want to work on when I get a better PC. A lot of the things I want to do are held back by the fact that my computer can barely do what I do now.
I mean,
so, like I say, working on a better PC, but
in this case, it's just something you need to set up on the software side.
yeah, but I need to carefully husband what reserves of power I have in terms of computing power and everything else.
The steam-powered computer.
Yep.
That's limited to about 50 pounds of boiler pressure.
50? 50? 50? 50? Oh, no. No.
I think it makes about 25 psi.
No.
On a good day.
No. We get
Like I said, 25 psi on a good day.
Nah, it's 15 on a good day with the following wind.
Okay.
Good sir, if you're making 15 psi, you'd be worse than my crap top. I don't think your computer's that bad.
Hey, I have an '08 Toshiba that still works, and it's caught fire 5 times.
Fucking hell, that thing's tough as nails.
It's just built different. It only plays music in the kitchen now. It owes me nothing at this point.
There we go. Spent most of my time this session out past Alaka, all the way up towards Nantahala. Nearly past. I'm about to enter signal territory.
I shall be shortly departing from Hemingway, so we should not conflict.
Yeah. Do you stop at Alaka Junction, then pull into the sidings?
I mean, I'll be taking the branch off to Alarka for it, so I should be out the way.
Fair enough.
I'm just digging out a Silva interchange car that's in Bryson here, behind a boxcar.
Ah, yeah. Well, this is it. We're gonna start hoovering up. Like next week, we'll start the evening shift and we'll start hoovering up the eastbound freight.
Okay, I have a restricting aspect. Lovely.
I wouldn't pay attention to the signals too much.
What would even give me a restricting?
I wouldn't, like I said, don't pay attention to it. It's fine. Like if the only things that matter is if a signal is green or red. That's the only things you ever need to worry about. If it's an amber, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. As far as gameplay is concerned, or what we use them for.
I am going to worry about it because it shouldn't be giving me a restricting aspect. Because the switch is set off towards Alarka.
Like
Which concerns me because there should not be any traffic through Alarka.
like I said, it doesn't matter. Like I say, yellows don't mean anything to us. Ignore them. It literally doesn't matter. Don't think about it. I'm being genuinely serious. If it's a red or a green, you need to be concerned about it, because it either means you're clear to go, or a switch is blocked in your path, or there's a train in the way. If it's an amber, it really doesn't matter. Because an amber does not mean there's anything in your way, directly. It literally just means caution. And at that point, all you do is check your map, and if there's no player trains in the way, you're fine.
Problem is the map don't tell me if someone's left a car in the way.
It's fine. Then the signal will be red, not amber. All amber means is either prepare. All amber means in terms of railroad is prepare to stop at the next signal, or it means you're entering an area of unsignaled track. That's all it means. And because you are taking the Alaka branch, which is not signaled, all that means is literally prepare to enter a section of unsignaled track. That's all it's telling you. You just flew through Alarka. Oh, you managed to stop. Good. Yeah, you are going to have to take the hold at Alarka. Just pull into the little Y there in front of you.
Are you coming around the far side of Alarka? I don't think you should.
Who the fuck switched that track ahead of me?
I switched it because otherwise you're going to smash straight into me.
I am not if you do as you're told.
Well, why are you going... Okay, I know why you're going into the Y, but...
It's the
Right now,
you've been
I'm
here.
in the way.
Well, like I say, just move into the piece of track I've set out for you. Or alternatively, you could. Oh, there you go. Yep, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing what you've been told to do. That's it. Remember, at the end of the day, this is my server, and what I say goes. So you don't. At some point, it comes down to you don't have to understand. You just have to do. So just hold in place. I'm literally gonna shoot past you. Do my station stop. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to Y myself like I'm this to make sure my train's facing the right way. Because I do have right of way over you. There we go. Hold it. Oi, stop the train! I keep forgetting that the first section of the Ilaka branch is downhill.
Yeah.
It's because of the way the sidings are laid out. Oh, Fleet, you idiot. There's an even better way you could have done this.
Please.
Yeah, no, seriously, there is a better way I could have done this. Ah, fuck. Ah, well, never mind. Never mind, he says, never mind.
It's happened now. It lives that way now.
It's I could have taken one of the side tracks and he could have sat on the main. It's fine. I'll store that little tidbit away for future use. I just didn't realise that I could actually go past the switch at the other end rather than. Never mind. It's fine. Notes taken for future use. It's fine. It's fine. There is no derailment, Timu. For the first time in like 4 weeks, there will be no derailment. And no, Steak, that does not mean back into my train to cause the obligatory derailment. Do not do it.
I'm not even tabbed in right now.
Yeah, we had a good run, actually. Actually, is everyone's trains tied down?
I can. Give me 2 seconds.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere. We've got full independent on.
I do love the fact that I've actually remembered to do it this way, because what we were going to do is we were going to run around the train at Nantahala and have it be pulled. And then we literally realised we can keep the bonus and with having the observation car at the rear of the train and just turn the entire train at Alaka Junction. So we literally just went, well, why not do that instead? Right.
I really want to do some experimenting with one of those
Alright,
cars.
3 is stop.
Alright. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Railroader stream on behalf of myself, on behalf of Steak, and behalf of your Poseidon, who have been your operating team today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. Obviously, we'll see you around for what comes next. Take care, and I'll catch you all on the bounce. Bye-bye!